Was Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie happy in their relationship? The answer is obviously no, not by a long shot. Then the question is, why did they have TikTok videos and a YouTube video and vlogs and blogs that showed the world how happy they were traveling and eating and getting along and looking normal? Were they ever happy? Did they have happy moments? Was any of it real? Well, listen, you can have happy moments but not be in a happy relationship. In fact, be in a very toxic relationship. And now it's typical that in a toxic relationship, both people become very deceptive as to what's really going on in the toxic relationship. But both people in a toxic relationship have different reasons for this. So let's first talk about Gabby. What Gabby was doing in her creative mind was projecting the life she dreamed of having. She meticulously cut up the video to make it look like the life she always wanted. That was her goal, her dream, her ambition. That is what she projected out. It's the life she wanted. It's the career she wanted. It's how she saw herself spending the rest of her life. And she did a fantastic job. She added music to the movie, and she had drone shots. She put a lot of work and a lot of effort into crafting this masterpiece of what she wanted to see her life look like. The problem with this, though, is what we call this is toxic positive projection. Typical in toxic relationships, by the way, where you're ignoring the red flags, ignoring the reality of what the relationship really looks like, which is a hot mess of toxicity, a dangerous hot mess, and instead projecting out what you want it to be. This is what causes people to stay stuck in toxic relationships. There's a few reasons for this. Sometimes they're hanging on to the person that they met, that intense love bombing person, and they're putting that person out in front, projecting positive things, saying, I know you're that person. I know you're that person that loves me. I know you're... That's one reason. Another reason is just sheer hope, faith. I believe because God wants me to believe that there's a good heart in that person, that this is possible, that it can change. So there's all different types of reasons as to why people use positive projection to project positivity into a very toxic and dysfunctional relationship. And now we call it toxic positive projection, obviously, because it's toxic. It's deceptive. It's a lie. This also makes it very difficult for people to step in and help. If people use positive projection to project onto an abusive person that everything's good, who's going to be able to see that help is needed? They can't. This is why we need to stop toxic positive projection. So that's on Gabby's side, from what I see. From Brian's side, we see also a very deceptive demeanor in the videos, do we not? He's smiling, he's laughing, he's kissing Gabby, he's waving. Now, we know that with narcissistic personality disorder, especially covert narcissistic personality disorder, they are able to switch on a dime. And when it comes to the public and how they're seen and perceived in public, they are instantly nice. They can morph into anything. They could be nice, waving, hi, how are you? Coming across as sweet and charming. As you can see in the police video, Brian was even real humble and relaxed, little talkative with the police, but nonetheless, oh yeah, whatever. Oh no, I got you. Trying to be cool with them. This is the ability narcissistic people have to switch and morph into a character at any given moment. The only one who sees the violent, hostile beast of the narcissist is the victim in that toxic relationship, is the one that takes all the abuse, the name-calling, the cussing. Gabby would have been the only one that saw that monster come out. And it's that monster that caused Gabby to be crying on the police videos, by the way. So we know that there was a monster that came out in that toxic relationship. Was there not? And we know that there's a monster because Gabby's dead and Brian Laundrie is hiding at this very moment. So we know that monster. The only other person who has seen that monster has been Gabby. Most likely all throughout the relationship. We don't know. But the reality is that Brian was also very deceptive because he hid that monster from view. He hid that monster in public. He hid that monster on the movies and on the TikTok videos. This is why in toxic relationships, both people become very deceptive to themselves and to everybody else around. Listen, it's better to be honest about the toxicity of the relationship, no matter what the cost. Be honest about the red flags and start to get out and start to break these patterns. Don't use toxic positive projection to make believe it's something that it's not. Listen, I want to be a part of your healing journey to help you understand these principles even further. Down below in the description box, you'll find access to my calendar for one-on-one appointments, WhatsApp, FaceTime, telephone calls. It's available for you. In addition to that, Royal We Live Chat is every Monday night. We come together and chat as a community, and we do live telephone calls as well. Every Saturday morning is Royal We Fellowship, a Bible study pertaining to this world of narcissism. It's all down below in the description box, so head on down there, and I'll be back with more videos for you right here on the Royal We.